Truth is, yeah, I get around. Truth is, yeah, I get around. Truth is, yeah, I get around. I get around. I get around like you do.
Alright, Madcap Music Review here at the Glass House for the last night of the Snow Core Tour with Rick from Adelitas Way. How you doing, brother?
Feel good, man. How are you?
Good, good. So you guys have an EP about to drop in a couple of days.
We dropped it early.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
on the 11th.
We wanted to set a tone, man. You know, like why record companies are pushing your favorite records back constantly or not releasing them. You know, we were like, let's do something cool for the fans. They're always used to seeing delays and things getting pushed back. Let's push something forward for once. You know what I mean? Let's just do it.
Right.
And we did, man. And the reaction's been great. And look, at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is this. You know, we love to write music. We love to make music. We love to record music. We love to play music live. With those things, you know, our job is to put music out and have people, you know, be able to connect to it. And that's what we're going to do. You know, we're going to release music.
Absolutely. Now, you guys were on a major label for a while, Virgin.
7 years, yeah.
Yeah. Now, from what I've talked, you know, different people I've talked to that have been on labels, it's not always what it's cracked up to be, I hear.
No, it's not at all, man. But you know what? Look, there's two sides. I'm not going to sit here and destroy the label. The one thing I will say is, you know, they work hard when they want to. They can do great things when they're motivated. And right now is the most difficult time in music for them as well. You know, records aren't selling. Spotify's dominating. Streaming is dominating. We've lost the war already. We got to just learn how to work well with Spotify and learn how to work and maximize the ability to continue, you know, operating now that this is the new wave. And, you know, record companies are adjusting to that as well. And I think that, you know, we're very happy. You know, we needed to be on Virgin Records for the first two albums. And the third record, you know, not so much. You know, they weren't really they were really in the belief that rock is dead. You know, even before we made the third record, so it wasn't really good vibes in there. But on this record, we're where we belong and where we want to be. You know. And
with the CP, you guys did a, you know, kind of like a Kickstarter, a fan campaign to.
We did a pledge music,
yeah,
and that helps us not have to, you know. On our last record, you know, the record was recorded a year before it came out, and it's because the label never wants to put anything out, man. They're always like, let's put it back. You know, pledge music helps you not have to deal with that. You know, you could do things the way you want to do them, and I feel completely reinvigorated. I feel excited doing it the way we're doing it, and I'm enjoying myself. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying myself, and I just think that it's a different time in music nowadays. It's just a different day, and you know, I think hopefully we'll have major success with the way we're doing things, and a lot of bands will look to what we did to follow.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are kind of taking it back, the power. You know, when the internet first came about, you had things like Napster and iTunes, and, you know, an album like Dark Side of the Moon shouldn't be on iTunes. You should buy the whole album. It's not meant to be picked track by track.
Of course.
But now you guys are able to take and release your music on your own terms when you want to, and I suppose it's got to be a bit empowering.
It feels very empowering, and it feels empowering to see the fans come out and support and respond. And you know, I think you know, the only thing we're trying to do. Our goal is to help every single city, every single person. You know, we want to help the scene. We want to help the scenes in each city. We want to help the scene grow in California, in Vegas, and you know, anywhere that we feel like, you know, the scene is diminishing. You know, we want to try to do whatever we can by performing live, by making records to bring it back a little bit, you know, on our end, and that's all we can do. You know, in some places the scene is really strong, and we love going to those places, and we love being a part of the rock and roll history that goes into that. You know, so our goal is to make some noise.
Absolutely. And you guys are from Vegas, and the scene out there right now is actually doing pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the bands, like Hollywood's kind of dying out. And
it's funny for us to see California because we rarely play it. You know, when you look at California, it's almost like you know, you really don't want to go there because the scene's so weak for our kind of music. And
yeah, and all the pay to play and all that.
Yeah, like in Las Vegas, man, we sell out the show 2 days before we even play it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And in the Midwest, it's the same kind of thing. And you know, we're not going to give up on the scene here in California, though. You know, we do want to try to attack our weaknesses. We don't just want to avoid them. You know what I mean? And
sure.
And for the kids who aren't getting concerts here, and for the people that do want it here, you know, we can't. Even if it's 80 of them, you know, we can't leave them out, man. And we're trying to always think about everybody, you know, instead of just being the only way you improve things are by attacking them, not by avoiding them. So,
Absolutely.
we're hoping to do more stuff in California than we've done in the past.
It's excellent. Going back a ways, the band name got a very interesting start. You had a bit of a mishap in Tijuana.
Oh yeah, I got arrested in Tijuana and when I was 18, and man, that was so many years ago. It's funny, it was when the band first started, and I named the band after that whole experience because it reminded me of a couple things. It reminded me of how not to sweat the little things, because I was over in Tijuana and there was a girl who was my age who was a prostitute her whole life, and it was just being over there. It gave me a realistic look into how bad things could be, and I came back over in the States and I was just like, man, Adelitas way, man, that's the bar I went to and got arrested at and met these girls at, and I realized that life ain't so bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because at the time I was like living in my car trying to do music. I was young and hungry, and I thought life was tough, man. And then I went over there and I was like, maybe shit ain't so tough.
There's always someone out there that's got it worse.
Yeah, I wrote a song about that. It's called "Somebody Wishes They Were You." Somebody out there wishes they were you. And it's the truth. People always think they have it bad until you realize put you in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah, the other side of the coin.
Yep.
I Get Around, the new single, is doing pretty well. It's
doing great.
It's getting a lot of play.
We're doing it independent, and to see it getting as much airplay as it is, it's just a testament to everything we've done in the past and how great the song is. We're getting a great reaction from fans, from radio stations, from everything. So we're hoping that, knock on wood, we're hoping that it climbs up the charts. It does what we're used to doing. You know what I mean? We love having number one hits, man. We've had numerous ones in our career, and we're looking to be back to that. We're looking to dominate rock and roll today.
Lyrically, it's interesting. It's not just from one side. It's usually like the girl's telling her side or the guy's telling his side. It's like they're both are like, yeah, I know you're bullshitting, I'm bullshitting.
We're all lying.
Yeah.
We're all lying about it. We get around.
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you write the lyrics primarily?
Every song we've ever written.
Okay.
Every song I've ever written, I've the lyrics and the melodies.
Did you seem to have a big gift for harmony? Where did that come from?
I'm just good with melodies, man. That's been my biggest strength in music and in writing, has been the ability to write melodies, vocal melodies and lyrics, and I think that's what I bring to the table. I can obviously perform and sing, and I love doing that, but I think the biggest asset I have is my ability to come up with melodies and lyrics that people can connect to.
When did you realize it was music that you wanted to pursue? Was it a young age? Was there a certain point? Was it an album?
I never knew. I used to write poems and sing them, about things I was going through or struggling with or dealing with, and I sang a song to a couple of my friends one day, and they were like, "Dude, you should go perform somewhere." And I was like, "You think?" Mm-hmm. And I went into a bar when I was 18. I snuck into a bar and I performed 2 songs, and I was waiting for the beer bottles to get thrown at me. Instead, I got a standing ovation, and I was like, "Man, maybe I could, maybe people dig what I'm doing, And I just kept doing it.
Nice. How cool is it to be part of this Snowcore tour? I mean, going back to '96 when it started, you had Sublime headlining, 2000, System of a Down. I mean,
it feels amazing to be a part of such a tour with good history, man, and all these great bands on it. And we're very excited to be on the road and continue to show people what we're capable of. And we came off of a rough run with the Pretty Reckless. They didn't have much respect for us, and it's good to be out with bands who appreciate what we bring to the table and what we've done in rock music. And I think everyone knows what we're worth, man. You know what I mean? It's not like a secret. It's not like a myth that we bring people to shows. And I think that run, a younger band came out. We probably should have turned the tour down, and we took the tour, and we got disrespected pretty heavily. And it motivated me, though, man. It motivated me. It made me realize maybe we fell off a little bit. Maybe I had to come take back what's mine in this business,
Right. And you guys have toured with some pretty big bands, Bumblefoot, just to name one. Was there any particular band that kind of taught you guys
of course,
how to do things the right way?
Of course, Shinedown, Theory of a Dead Man, 3 Days Grace. They all were great to us. They showed us the ropes. 10 years. We've been blessed to tour with so many great bands. We've been blessed to be a part of watching bands rise to the top. Hailstorm. We went out when we were both young bands, and we were heading at it together. And now it's great to see those guys headlining and doing great things. And it's been a great ride.
And congratulations on the birth of your daughter in the middle of during the tour, right?
I had to fly home. Yeah, I had to fly home for the birth of my daughter, and I can't wait to go and spend some time with them tomorrow and be with my family.
That's going to be cool, and I also think spending time with Judas Priest in July when you guys play with him is going to be pretty awesome
that'll be
too.
pretty awesome, man. I think that's another. We shared the stage with Iron Maiden before, and Alice Cooper, and now we're getting to share the stage with Judas Priest, and it's like, no one gets to do those kind of things. I know people don't appreciate artists the way they did in the 90s, 80s, and 70s, and 60s. I know that the 2000s have been the most difficult time to be an artist. But it's moments like that and moments like, doing the pledge and seeing the fans come out and support. It's like those things will never, you get that feeling nowhere else, man. To share the stage with Judas Priest, it's like, who gets to do that?
Right?
Who gets to do that?
Grow up drawing their logo on your notebook. Who would think one day you'd be sharing the stage with Halford?
Exactly.
That's absolutely brilliant. Where's the best way people can find out more about Adelitas Way?
Man, social media is big, man. Everything. We're on all of it, Twitter, all that stuff.
AdelitasWay.net?
I don't let AdelitasWayMusic.com, AdelitasWayMusic.com.
Okay.
I don't let all that shit consume my whole life, but I do love seeing the love and I love connecting with fans whenever I can on the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagrams and all that stuff. It's cool the way technology changed the game, man, and it's kind of cool to see everything.
Yeah. And then tomorrow night, you guys have a kind of a homecoming show.
Yeah, man. We just got offered to open up for Korn, and whenever a band like that, another band that I listened to growing up and I looked up to, and you always say yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you always
absolutely.
say yes whenever a band like that asks you to play with them. It's like, yeah, of course we will.
Big time. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
Keep doing what you do for the rock scene out here.
Right on. Adelitas Way. Check these guys out.
I lie, never